Greetings, Guardians of Dominion. Zeus here with another thrilling video. Today, I've got something truly unexpected for you, a 3 versus 5 showdown where the odds seem impossible. Yet Lyria turns the tables with jaw-dropping power. These battles aren't just fun to watch, they reveal just how impactful one well-built hero can be when used strategically. Stay tuned, because what you're about to see might change the way you think about team composition forever. All battles in this video take place in the arena, and they're meant purely for fun, not to prove whether a 3-hero team can consistently win against 5. These battles are here to showcase Lyria's incredible synergy and power in an entertaining way. While I don't recommend going into real fights with only 3 heroes, watching these matchups gives us a unique angle to appreciate what Lyria brings to the battlefield. Lyria is the newest addition to the Hero Wars lineup and will officially join the game on May 12th during the Rock Festival event. But make no mistake, this is not your typical hero. Lyria disrupts the current game mechanics in a big way, especially when it comes to dodge. Just like Augustus once flipped the meta by converting magic damage to pure damage, Lyria now breaks the reliance on dodge mechanics, and that's a game changer. Heroes like Dante and Aurora, who used to dominate with their dodge-based defense, suddenly find themselves exposed. Lyria's arrival dramatically shifts the balance of power, opening new possibilities for physical damage dealers, particularly warriors and marksmen. For a long time, dodge was the go-to defense against physical attackers. Magic and pure damage heroes relied on dodge-heavy tanks like Aurora or energy-based setups with Dante to survive. But now, that whole system is shaken. With dodge no longer reliable, physical damage dealers can finally break through, and Lyria is leading the charge. From my perspective, this is a major turning point. Much of the content I've created throughout 2024, rankings of best tanks, best warriors, best marksmen, needs to be revisited. Lyria changes the rules. A tank like Aurora, once considered one of the strongest, now sees her value drop significantly, but only if Lyria becomes widely adopted by players. And if that happens, even heroes like Luther, who I once said needed a rework, might rise again and outperform tanks like Aurora in the new meta. With the battles you're watching in this video, my goal is to highlight a bigger shift happening in the game, a shift toward Marksmen and Warriors. I've chosen heroes like Artemis and Ginger, 2 damage dealers that many players might not even have fully developed. Yet, with Lyria on their side, they're performing surprisingly well. It's too early to say exactly what the next meta will be, but one thing is clear, it's not going to revolve around magic heroes. The future points strongly toward a combination of physical damage dealers, marksmen and warriors. Take Kark, for example. A few years ago, he was among the top performing heroes in the game. But his presence faded after Aurora became popular and especially after Dante's rework. Now, with Lyria shaking up the mechanics, there's real potential for Kark to make a comeback, both on offense and defense. What's more exciting is that many underperforming marksmen, who've been sitting in the shadows, are starting to shine again when paired with Lyria. She opens the door for new strategies, especially for those heroes who previously struggled to stay relevant. I've also noticed a trend: many players are associating Lyria with the undead faction, expecting her to work best with that team. But here's the truth, you don't need an undead team for Lyria to perform well. What you need is a team built around physical damage. Pair her with strong warriors or marksmen, and you'll be amazed at the results. The great thing about Lyria is that she doesn't force you to rebuild your entire roster from scratch. She fits right in with many heroes you probably already use, including Dante. So if you're a Dante player, don't worry, you don't have to bench him. In fact, pairing Dante with Lyria can make your team even stronger. If you go up against another Dante team that doesn't have Lyria, your version will likely come out on top thanks to her unique mechanics. However, the same can't be said for Aurora. Her biggest strength has always been her dodge. But her armor isn't that high, and without reliable dodge, she becomes much more vulnerable. That doesn't mean Aurora is suddenly useless, far from it. You'll still find opportunities to use her in guild wars, arena, and Clash of Worlds, especially against teams that don't include Lyria. But what Lyria changes is how we think about defense. From now on, whenever you see an Aurora or a Dante on the enemy team, your first thought will be, should I bring Lyria? All the battles you've watched so far, the 3 versus 5 matchups, clearly demonstrate how effective Lyria is against dodge mechanics. What stood out most is that every physical damage dealer I paired with her was able to shine. Whether it was a marksman like Artemis or a warrior like Kark, Lyria enabled them to bypass dodge and deal consistent damage. She doesn't just support the team, she redefines the battlefield, creating space for forgotten heroes to thrive again. So, what did we learn today? Lyria isn't just a fresh face in the Dominion, she's a force that reshapes the game's core mechanics. From exposing dodge-based defenses to reviving once-forgotten warriors and marksmen, her presence breathes new life into physical damage teams. And as these 3 versus 5 battles showed, with the right synergy, she turns impossible odds into unexpected victories. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Lyria's potential? Have you tried her with your favorite physical damage dealer? Drop your thoughts, questions, or even your best team combos down in the comments. I'm always excited to read your insights and continue the conversation. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a Hero Wars breakdown like this one. And remember, whether you're building around the newest hero or refining an old strategy, every step forward makes you a stronger guardian. Stay sharp, stay curious. Salute and friendship.